the live this is just
Bueno, what would she say about the organization?
well, and whether or not we'll be having honorary awards bestowed on eminent personalities from the society this year. And we expect members of the press as well to ask questions, which will be attended to by the Vice Chancellor. And basically, that's what happens at every press briefing leading up to convocation at FUT Mina. So you expect to have a fun-filled, wonderful time if you're listening, and in case you are watching as well, because this broadcast is reaching you live both on Search FM as well as our online TV, Search TV. You can look us up on YouTube. The event is live and we're here ready to roll. I can see, I saw a while ago the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Uno, who doubles as the chairman, University Ceremonies Committee. He was here briefly, and I can see the university. I saw University boss as well a while ago. I think she's still very much around. A number of members of the press, both print and electronic, are also here, well represented. You can see representatives from the University Information and Publication Unit as well. So it promises to be a fun-filled and wonderful time here at the APC, Academic Publishing Center, APC building, the main campus of the university in Gidan Kwano. We used to traditionally have this event at the council chamber, but we're having it at the APC. Now the Vice Chancellor just made his way into the venue, and it's showtime. We expect to have the university anthem, after which the proceedings will get underway proper. We are now going to have the university anthem. presiding over this event, taking his seat as well. What we expect to which members of the press will also be introducing themselves one after the other.
Men of important estates of men, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I say good morning and I welcome you to this event. The event to the convocation press briefing by the Vice Chancellor. It is happening when the Vice Chancellor sees the pressmen on the activities of the convocation ceremony and also give the scorecard of the university since the last convocation ceremony. Once again, I welcome you to this special event. I believe we all have a good time here. But before I call on the Vice Chancellor to brief members of the press and every other person present here this morning, I want to introduce the head team. We have the Chief Executive himself, the charismatic leader with an program, the self-made servant of the people, one-time Deputy Vice Chancellor, academic of this institution, that our visionary leader, Professor Farouk Adamukuta. Seated by his left-hand side is the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Engineer Professor Abdullahi Mohammed. We have to his right-hand side the man that is wearing two caps today. We have Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration and Chairman University Ceremonies Committee, Professor Uno Isam Uno. We are fortunate to have here this morning the Chief Scribe of the University, Marlon Danladi Marlon. This is his first outing since he was appointed. We have at the other hand the bursar of this great certificate of learning, the Chairman Association of Bursars of the Nigerian University, Mrs. Adiza Boji. We have at the extreme end there the custodian of knowledge. If you want knowledge, please meet him. The librarian, Professor Katambasaka. Sir, the Vice Chancellor, if you permit me, we have a great number of people here, and if we said we are going to introduce them one after the other, it will take time. So these, please can you wave your hands for the pressmen to see? The directors present here, please wave your hands for the pressmen. My has said that to start represent the Dean School of Environmental. I am Professor Tado Jacob Aruna, Dean School of Agricultural Management and Extension Technology. Please, I have the former chairman of the University Ceremonies Committee, Professor Emmanuel Densi. He was once Vice Chancellor Administration I think that's what qualifies him to be chairman of the university's research.
Senator Obakar, ordinary citizen of FUT.
I equally have the honor of introducing the former of this university, Andrea Abdel.
I'm Professor Caroline Allen, Director, Entrepreneurship Center, Director, Career Development Center. Thank you.
Good morning, all. I'm Professor Ike Olayemi, Director of Collaborations, Affiliations, and Linkages.
Good morning. I'm Professor John Kolo Al-Hassan, Director, Academic Planning Unit.
Good morning, all. I am Engineer Professor Musa Hassan, Deputy Director, Academic Planning Unit.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Halilu Fatima, the Medical Director, University Health Center.
Good morning, all. My name is Barrister Evelyn Husseini. I'm the Deputy Director of the unit.
Well, you just heard the introduction of
Professor Chimela Eyine Chima, Director, Research, Innovation and Development. I'm Professor Jimo Tigali, Coordinator, Intellectual Property and Technology Transfer Office.
Now we will have the watchdogs of the society introducing themselves. Please, you will tell us the newspaper you are reporting.
Good morning, all. My name is Priscilla Dennis. I report for the Daily Post.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rita Ile. I work with News Agency of Nigeria now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shwendo Naduze, another independent newspaper.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Daniel Atori, New Telegraph.
Good morning, all. My name is
Justina Asishana. I write for the Nation newspaper.
Good morning, my name is Chika Atuchike. I write for the Punch. Good morning, my name is Jacob Mustafa Pina. I work with the Punch newspaper and chairman correspondent chapter of the PNG. Good morning, sir. My name is Aideloje Ojo. I report for Blueprint newspapers.
Good morning, sir. My name is Elebilu Atimike Mbasi. I work with Research Media.
I am Dan Amasia of Daily Assets.
Good morning, sir. Adelowo Oladipo is my name. I write for Nigerian Tribune.
When I am my name, I write for Guardian newspaper.
Sakabolaji Daily Times. Good morning, BC. Happy New Year, sir. You know, we'll see you once in a year. So, my name is John Adams of the Sun newspaper. Good morning, sir. My name is Abubakar Rapota. I write for Daily Trust newspaper.
I am Nale. I write for this day.
Umar Idris Ndazuru from
Well, you've heard the introduction of members of the press, representatives from the fourth realm, from various newspaper and electronic media outfits in the country. Earlier, you heard the introduction of principal officers of university talking about the vice chancellor himself, Professor Farouk Adamakuta, and the deputy vice chancellor academic engineer Professor Abdullahi Mohammed, deputy vice chancellor administration Professor Uno, who doubles as the chairman university ceremonies committee, an introduction of the Registrar of the University, Malam Danladi Malam, the Bossa, Mrs. Adija Goje, the Librarian, Professor Katamba, Deans and Directors. We are about to hear from the Vice Chancellor himself to do a rundown of achievements under his belt over the past 1 year and give a breakdown of students that will be graduating on this 33rd convocation ceremony scheduled to hold on Saturday. And in case you don't know, it's a double header because it's also a 42nd Founders Day commemoration. So we are expecting to hear from the Vice Chancellor, after which members of the press will be asking him questions that he'll attend to. In case you're just joining us, this is commentary reaching you live from the APC Academic Publishing Center main campus, Gidankwano, and you can watch us as well on Search TV FET Mina at YouTube. Search TV FET Mina on YouTube. Do well to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get to know when we'll be having our live events subsequently, because this week is loaded with a lot of activities. Now, the Vice Chancellor.
The principal officers of the university, members of the University Governing Council here present, deans and directors of our various centers and schools, heads of departments and units, chairman, members of the University Ceremony Committee, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everybody. It is with gratitude to Almighty God that I address you this day on the occasion of the 33rd Convocation Ceremony for 2023-2024 academic session of the Federal University of Technology, Mina, for the conferment of first degree, postgraduate diplomas, higher degrees, award of honorary degrees and prizes. I am deeply humbled to welcome you all to this auspicious meeting. The purpose of our gathered here today is to present to members of the press representing both print and electronic media, members of the university community and the public, detailed highlights of the program of activities to mark the convocation ceremony and some of the giant strides the university has attained since the last convocation ceremony. Program of activities. The distinguished members of press, on Friday that has just passed, which is the 24th of January 2025, we observed special Jummah prayer for the convocation ceremony, and the prayers took place at the Central Mosque of Boso and Gidankwano campuses at 1:30 p.m. Similarly, a special interdenomination church service for the convocation was held on Sunday, which is the 26th of January 2025, by 9 a.m. at the Chapel of Grace, Boso and Gidankwano campuses. On Wednesday, 29 January 2025, will be the final and closing ceremony of the Chancellor's Football Cup competition at the University Football Field, Main Campus, Gidankwano at 4:30. Distinguished members of the press, this is the 5th edition of the football match organized in honor of the Chancellor of the University. The football competition serves as a platform for members of the host community to join and participate in the university ceremony. In this year's competition, 26 schools drawn from Boso and Chanchaga local government areas are participating in the championship. On Thursday, January 30th, 2025, the university will hold its scientific research exhibition at Suleiman Kumo Convocation Square, main campus, here in Gidankwano. The exhibition will be declared open by the Vice Chancellor by 10 a.m. It is meant to showcase the public as well as potential investors our research potential. The activities will continue on Friday, January 31st, 2025, with the commissioning of 2 completed projects at the project site by 10 a.m. The projects to be commissioned are Central Workshop and Foundry Complex, a hub for innovation and manufacturing. The second one will be Architectural Studio, a state-of-the-art learning space for architecture students. And we are hoping, and that is why we have not included it, we are hoping, there is a project that is ongoing, sponsored by TED Fund, which is the student hostel. We are hoping it will be part of the project that will be commissioned on Friday. After the commissioning, it will be followed later on the same day by the convocation lecture to be delivered by the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas. The lecture will start at 3 p.m. at the University Auditorium, main campus, Gidankwano. Immediately after the lecture, the Chancellor's cocktail in honor of the convocation lecturer will take place at Idris Lebo Botigi International Conference Hall, Mina, by 5:30 p.m. The peak of the ceremony will hold on Saturday, 1st February 2025 at 10 a.m. at the Suleiman Kumo Convocation Square, main campus, Gidankwano, where first degrees, postgraduate diploma and higher degrees will be conferred on the graduate as well as award of honorary degrees and prizes. Graduation statistics. It is my pleasure to announce that we are graduating a total of 5,816 of students for the year 2023-2024 academic session. These are made up of 4,955 undergraduates, 632 master's graduates, 105 postgraduate diplomas, and 124 PhD recipients. To separate the grains from the chaff, the undergraduate degree is categorized into various classes as follows. First class, 119. Second class upper, 1,431. Second class lower, 2,341. Third class, 972. And pass degree, 92, making a total of 5,816. It is worthy to note that, as tradition of the university, the graduate will collect original copies of their certificates immediately after the occasion. Also, they will be able to collect student copies of their transcript on request. Establishment of new academic programs. In line with our commitment to delivering cutting-edge education, the university has introduced 13 new academic programs which align with contemporary societal needs and global competitiveness. The program has been assessed and endorsed by the National Universities Commission in Abuja. The programs include data science, software engineering, public health, forestry and wildlife technology, forensic science, industrial mathematics, meteorology, interior design, furniture design, landscape architecture, food engineering, human nutrition and dietetics, and agribusiness, among others. This expansion reflects our commitment to staying at the forefront of academic excellence, preparing our students with the skills and expertise necessary to thrive both nationally and globally. Digitalization of learning. We have successfully implemented e-learning platform to enhance teaching delivery. A retreat for lecturers focused on integration of modern tools into pedagogy, ensuring our graduates are equipped to meet with the challenge of a digital age. Accreditation of programs. The university received various teams from National Universities Commission and professional bodies, namely Surveyors Council of Nigeria, SOCON, the Estate Surveyors and Valuers Registration Board of Nigeria, the Architecture Registration Council of Nigeria, among many other professional bodies. We are happy to announce that all our programs have attained full accreditation status. Collaboration and affiliation. Strategically, in the areas of collaboration and partnership, we have broken new grounds by establishing partnership with some world-class institutions and organizations. The Directorate has facilitated the signing and activation of over 30 memorandum of understanding both locally and internationally across all the continents of the world. Selected highlights of such recent partnerships include the following. 1. The university has gone into partnership with agro-climatic resilience in semi-arid landscape, that is AgriCell. This has resulted in the planting fruit trees for land reclamation supported with 5 solar-powered motorized borehole and necessary agrochemical input on 60 hectares of our university land. The university has partnered with Institute of Procurement, Environmental and Social Standards, IPACE, with Joseph Sarwan Taka University in Makurdi, in training of 140 career staff from the university and other organizations in the state in different World Bank facility standards. The university, once more, is in partnership with some world-class universities, including Montana Technology in the United States of America, University of Mines and Technology, Takwa in Ghana, in the area of human capacity development, for the proposed FET MENA program in mining engineering. The African Center of Excellence for Mycotoxins and Food Safety, one of the academic centers in the university, is in partnership with Biomin Holdings Austria and Biochrome Biocenter Limited Liability Company in Croatia for the commercialization of research products. In the area of staff and students, the Department of Animal Biology and Geology have exchanged postgraduate students and academic staff under the African Water Resources Mobility Network for the past 4 years, which has boosted the internationalization of the university. This partnership is in Germany. Recently, the West African Science Service Center on Climate Change and Adapted Land Use of the university signed an MOU with Hochschule-Neuburg University of Applied Sciences in Germany again to enhance the university output in training of doctoral students in climate change and human habitation, primarily supported by the Federal Ministry of Education and Research in Germany. In the area of alternative gas energy provision, the university has signed MOU and allocated university land to some companies in the gas sector for the establishment of gas plants. To this end, Creative Age Innovative Services Limited has been allocated land for the establishment of cooking gas plants to ease the supply of cooking gas to the university community, particularly our students and staff, and the host community of Gidankwan and beyond. Likewise, Harplan Nigeria Limited has imported necessary equipment and gas cylinders for the conversion of petrol engine to CNG standard. All are partnering with the Federal University of Technology. They are on the way on the verge of moving to the site along the Minabida Road axis of the university land. Staff growth and development. The university has continued to undertake staff development program so that the young shall grow. We have awarded 94 study fellowship and also sponsored 112 staff to workshops and conferences. Within the year under review, staff promotion to various ranks have continued without disruption. Over 74 staff have been promoted to the ranks of professor and associate professor. 87 other academic staff were promoted to the ranks, while 174 senior non-teaching staff and 34 junior staff enjoy promotion within the year. Distinguished members of press, in conclusion, as we celebrate this milestone, let us reflect on the collective achievement that have shaped the identity of the Federal University of Technology. Our success is a testament to the collaboration effort of our dedicated staff, diligent students, and supportive community. I urge you as friends of the university to play a crucial role in conveying the essence of this celebration to the wider public. Your role as a society watchdog, as it has been said by the MC, is vital in fostering understanding and appreciation for the transformative impact of education. I extend my gratitude to you and all who have been instrumental in making this briefing possible, as I enjoy all of you to participate fully in all the activities lined up for the convocation ceremony. Thank you for your attention and God bless us. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Professor Adamuk Farukuta, giving a breakdown of students we are expecting to be conferred with various degrees on Saturday. He said in total 5,816 students are going to be graduating from the 2023-2024 academic session, out of which 4,955 are undergraduates, 632 master's degree students, 105 postgraduate students, and 124 PhD doctoral students. From the undergraduate class. Okay, now we are about to have members of the press ask the Vice Chancellor a number of questions that we expect him to attend to. I'll be back with the rundown of what the Vice Chancellor said later.
He's the man of the people. He said he is no longer in a hurry, that he has all the time for the press meet this morning. So please, let your questions be constructive and direct to the point. And when you are given the microphone to talk, you once again tell us your name and the media you are reporting to. Please, can you just reply by raising your hand so that they will pass the mic to you?
Monza.
Okay, while we wait to hear the question from a member of the press, I'd like to tell you that
You're welcome, sir.
we're having 119 students from the undergraduate class graduating with first class while we have 1,431 students graduating with second class upper, 2,341 students with second class lower, while we have 972 students with third class and 92 graduating with class. The Vice Chancellor said all graduating students will be able to collect original copies of their certificate immediately after convocation on Saturday. Now let's see if we have clarity from the technicals with regards to the questions from members of the press. We appear to still be having a little bit of issues with the clarity, and I want to assure you it's not from our end, it's not such media's making, but I'll try as much as possible to do a recap of the question that will be asked and the response from the Vice Chancellor after these. The Vice Chancellor said 30 new programs have been assessed and endorsed by the National Universities Commission for FETMINA, and they include data science, software engineering, industrial mathematics, forensic science, agribusiness, and public health, amongst others. He also talked about the digitization of learning, informing the public and members of the press that the university has adopted e-learning platforms, and he also said all programs at the university have attained full accreditation status. He started out by giving a rundown of some activities lined up in commemoration of the 33rd and 42nd 33rd convocation ceremony. Now we are going back to the questions and response from the Vice Chancellor.
It's very simple, sir. The period is under review. How many students have been expelled or said to gone home, and how many have not really met up with the academic expectations so far? And I realized that this session is supposed to have started like November last year, but it was shifted because of some I think light problem. What have you done to address the light issues within the university environment? Thank you, sir.
The correspondence to the Sun newspaper. First, before I start responding to your question, let me formally say that it's not as if I'm running away from you. We used to be friends before I became, before I got to this seat. It has to mean to be that my unavailability has to do with the exigency of office. So please, I think I will create time to be seeing you time without number. So please, straight away, accommodation. Sir, that problem is still there. And we are saying that the problem will continue to be there. The reason being that the population and our admission intake is growing on annual basis. As we mount or establish more programs, the intake will increase also. And so we will continue to have that problem. And that is why we will continue to ask well-wishers, please, those that have the means, to come to our aid and build hostels for us. It's not going to be for free. What we are simply asking for is that please come and partner with us so that we can, there are different models. It could be in a build, operate, and transfer, or build and operate continuously so that the university will help you collect the money And then, of course, there will be agreement whereby certain percentage, not reasonable anyway, will be given to the university for the collection. So that problem is still there. We still have that shortfall as far as the issue of hostel is concerned. Staff and student discipline. Please let me say it clearly. The university is guided by rules. It is governed by rules. There are rules. Even the least committee that you can see existing in the university is guided by the rules of the university. And so what I'm trying to say here is that our students are given proper orientation. They are given adequate orientation, even at the point of registration. Look, these are the do's and the don'ts of the university. Don't go this way, don't do this. If you go this way, it's this. This is the penalty. And that is why we've been lucky because of the proper education and the orientation. Our students have been able to comply with the rules of the university. The same way, in the case of staff, this is the first university, I must confess, that normally organize orientation for newly employed staff, either teaching or non-teaching. The focal office, the cervical office of the university, and then the ACTU, that is Anti-Corruption and Transparency Unit. All these units put their heads together to ensure that they give proper orientation to any staff that has been employed in the university before he will start his duties. They are usually, we normally take a week or two to do some of this orientation. And that is why you can see that we have minimal cases of indiscipline as far as our university is concerned. Nobody is ruling out the possibility that you can have them, but they are minimal. In fact, to some extent, they are not significant. The Nation newspaper, expulsion of students. Yes, like I have said, there is no way you will assemble well over 26 or 27,000 students and you will not have some that are deviant. But what we are simply saying is that they are very, very, very low in number. They are very low in number. And that is why you hardly hear, because the number is not significant. So the information about expulsion is very low. Likewise, poor academic standing. Withdrawal, expulsion due to poor academic standing, they also happen. But the point is that, like I said last year during the press briefing, I mentioned it clearly and I said the way we recruit our students, the way we admit them, the rudiments and the processes they follow in terms of screening gave us an edge over any other university, and that is why we go for the best. So it is always difficult to see a very high number where you see maybe in a semester 100 or 200 or 500 being withdrawn, because they are good. They are good, and they've been able to cope with the university. Light issue, that is very correct. We were supposed to resume in November last year. What actually happened, and I'm sure it's no longer news, was the fact that the transformer, the 7.5 MVA transformer that powered the entire campus, blew up as a result of a thunderstorm. The university has so many competing needs, and so we tried to see how we can micromanage the old one that blew up in order. So there were suggestions from the technical people, experts, who know more about what is it, a transformer. But along the line, we discovered that that will not yield any result because we made several trials and it failed. And so that is why we stayed from November up to January that we have just resumed. But I would like to say this thing. Clearly, we have been able to surmount the problem because the university is actually using a brand new transformer, 7.5 MVA, and we are not just stopping at that. We have a very strong plan. Very soon, we will decentralize the power network on campus so that when anything like that happens in future, God forbid, the university will not be thrown into absolute darkness. It will be a situation where some parts will have light and then others don't have light. And that, in a way, will also help in not closing down the university activities completely. Thank you very much. I hope I have well? Yes.
Good morning, sir. My name is Chika Chico. I'm from Punch. Thank you for the speech you made. I want to find out how have you found your venture into agriculture? Because I recall last year's conversation, your guest lecturer actually shed so much light on it. And he also gave assurance that the school will back agricultural revolution in order to also contribute to the agricultural of the country. So how far have you gone? Thank you.
Yes, please. Vice Chancellor, sir. My name is Ojo.
I report from Blueprint. Since your PRO said earlier that it's going to do interactive session, I want to make the following observations. My colleague earlier
commented on the
issue of fair accommodation, which
you have also explained the
report from
previous team by you as we were made to understand that there were serious arrangements to solve this accommodation, wherein the university brought in some private partnership. I recall that about 4 years ago, we, the press, were invited for a function where a land of this FUD was allocated to a particular organization, whereby it was expected that between 1 year that was ready according to their promise. But today, when I go by that place, I only see yes, there's nothing there. So, and this shows of other partnership arrangements that are obviously failing. So what would you do to ensure that you have a reliable partnership in solving this wholesale accommodation and not the companies, people coming to acquire land just to hold on to that land? I also listened attentively to your comment on e-learning. I know I have a son that entered last year. And as a first year, we were told that e-learning is mainly for students. But what we later realized is that e-learning was not effective. And honestly, I had time to even complain to relevant authority lower at your lower district, because I see that some lecturers were not actually serious with it, because they will not allot lectures And then at the end of the day, test was coming, exam was coming. Before some of them have to wake up and overloaded the students. Please, I want to take a critical look at that e-learning and ensure that it goes the way it should be, because at the end of the day, the students are also suffering it. Thank you very much.
So you mentioned a word of honorary degrees. May we know the prominent Nigerians receiving such awards? This one.
Let me start with the person that asked question on agriculture. There is no doubt the university is not relenting. We are making frantic effort. A lot of MOU have been signed and some of them have started yielding results. When you move downward from this direction of the campus and you follow one footpath, you will see there are buildings right inside the bush. A very reliable partner is currently working and he's doing a lot there, ranging from pastoral, crop, and so many other things. A lot of activities are ongoing. And like we have said, please, partnerships are built gradually. Beside this one that we have mentioned, there are other ones that are coming up. When you are trying to partner with people, of course, you have to fine-tune so many things. From the past experience, many of them have come, and we realize that some of them are not genuine. But what we have currently, and then we have a strategy that we are using to screen some of these type of people. But I can tell you that we have already 2 to 3 partners that are actually making progress as far as the agriculture is concerned. We have also gone ahead to reconstitute the University Farm Management Committee to actually see to the fact that things work out well. The details are there. We have all the papers and everything that is there that will warrant us to achieve what we want to achieve. The man that made some observations on hostel accommodation, please, the university is not relenting, is not resting at all. Like we said last year, philanthropists have been coming. Ibrahim Aliu Sardana Mina is one of them who has been making effort. I think that singular person alone has made 2 donations of hostel to this campus, all occupied by our female students. And I want to also say that a Bua group of company, Abdul Samad Rabiu, have actually made contribution, and the construction is ongoing. Hostel. I think also because of the fact that government has seen the necessity that our students are no longer safe on off campuses, TEDFund is also intervening. TEDFund is coming rapidly with intervention, especially in hostel construction. And I'm sure one of the hostels that will be commissioned on 31st is one of the product of TEDFund. So we are not relenting, but like I said before, the number of our programs are increasing because the university must grow. And as we establish more programs, that is how our intake will be growing. So there is no direct proportionate between the increase in the program and then the number of hostels that we have. But it's going to be a gradual process. We are not relenting. We are consulting with well-to-do Nigerians who will come to our aid and even build, like I said, on BOT arrangement or build and then operate until eternity. E-learning. Gentlemen of the press, We started it when I came on board as the 8th substantive vice chancellor. This platform requires a lot of facilities. But we felt that it is not good for us to wait until we acquire all these facilities 100%. We must start from somewhere. And so we started with the basis. There is no way you start something, especially at the initial, that you will not have some teething challenges. Some of the observations that you made or you observed from one of your sons has to do with the starting point. But I can tell you today, we have even surpassed the enrollment of 100 level courses. We have graduated up to 200 to 300 level courses being taught online. And we have also seen the effectiveness of this. We have done some comparative analysis. We have seen that the physical method of teaching in relation to the e-teaching that we are talking about, the e-teaching happened to be one of the best as far as we are concerned. And it has shown clearly the strategy we have to enforce this and continue despite the challenges that we have is the fact that we can no longer, nobody is sure of what will happen tomorrow. Day in, day out, you hear crisis, federal government and our unions on campuses, outbreak of epidemics here and there. We must not forget quickly the effect of COVID-19 that we had. Everything was grounded. If this was available in the past, we would have run our university system without necessarily bringing the students on campus. So you will have challenges, but definitely we are working towards that and we will definitely get it right. We are almost getting it right. It's just that when the number increases, of course, we will need facilities to improve on the facilities, and that is what we are up. But I can assure you, it is very, very effective. It is not like the past when we started. It has gone beyond that. Thank you very much. Honorary degrees. This person wants to push words into my mouth. I thought I would just keep this thing until the convocation ceremony day. I think I should, because these are classified information and it is the prerogative of Senate. It is purely the prerogative, the powers of Senate. And I want to beg, please, that we keep this until on Saturday, 1st February, please. Please, I beg. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I work with People's Daily Newspaper, and my own is not a question per se, but an observation.
An institution like this, to have a good media relation goes beyond annual press meeting like this. Sorry. What do you say? In an organization like this, I said it goes beyond annual press meeting to establish a good media relationship. And I think there's need to change the narrative, so that we have more activities between the university and the media. A lot of this is going on within the institution, and we are not being invited. So I think there's need to change the narrative. I want to see this opportunity also to appreciate and thank the former Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Oswald Akanji. He came, he saw and he conquered, because he impacted on our union that in the next 20 years we continue to remember him. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you once again.
Mr. Yakubu, the People's Daily man, it is noted, your observation is noted. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that our major activities in the year you will be invited so that you help us cover it. It is noted, and we will put it in our records. Thank you very much.
There you have it. The Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Farouk Adamukuta, has responded to a number of questions posed by members of the press here present. He talked about the power outage on the campus last year, prompting the extension of the resumption date of the university. He talked about the fact that the university has since acquired a transformer and plans to decentralize distribution of power on campus to forestall a potential outage in future. He also talked about the fact that this university was not relenting on its oars, resting on its oars with regards to providing adequate accommodation on campus for students. He mentioned the fact that it's possible for a third fund hostel to be built or to be commissioned on Friday, as well as a number of other projects. Okay, now we are having the vote of thanks by Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Una.
Former APC, and former acting directors, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it's just we are now in academic forum, and I want to thank you for being a good teacher. You know, when you are in a classroom, you teach about 3 types of people. Number 1, the people that will understand why the lecture is going on. Number 2, the people that will understand after the lecture. And number 3, the people who will understand after the exams. And the purpose of teaching is for understanding. And now the pressmen, I just want to thank you for understanding the lecture whilst the lecture was going on. I want you to please put your hands together for our Vice Chancellor who have been able to teach well. And once the Vice Chancellor was teaching, and the pressmen and the audience understand it immediately. For being a grade 1 first class students, please can we put our hands together for the pressmen. Pressmen, the audience, I just want to thank you on behalf of the university for technical questions you ask our Vice Chancellor. I know that there is a saying that you will know the truth, and the truth will clear many doubts. And a man said a word, and I said a word is enough for the wise. I just want to thank you for those questions you raised, which is helping us to look inwardly and know what to do. Is addition to heart. Once again, I just want to thank you because last year we were here together, but not in this place, but somewhere there. But now the same faces I saw last year, they are here, very strong, and then being kept by God. I want to thank God for keeping you alive and strong. And intelligence the more, because every day you are added to your intelligence. I just want to thank you for that intelligence report and that question you ask. May God bless you. In all our programs, our Vice Chancellor has listed up the activities of the program throughout. Please, we want you not to be absent. Be there, join us together, and continue with us. I pray God will continue to bless you. Thank you for coming. May God grant you journey mercies back home. Thank you for associating with us. Thank you for being our friends. And thank you for good reports you have been writing concerning the university. Please lift up the standard of the university to be your report. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanking members of the press here present For their questions, according to him, the questions affords the university the opportunity to look inwards and do more in addition to what management staff have been doing already. The Vice Chancellor, going back to what the Vice Chancellor said while responding to questions, he talked about the fact that with increasing number of programs being run by the university, there is every tendency for university to admit more students, meaning the issue of accommodation might always be on the table. So it's not a thing to be wished away or a thing that will not be so he made the members of the press understand that the accommodation issue is closely related or tied to the number of intakes into the university every year, and the fact that the university increases the number of programs being run. He also talked about partnerships that have been resulting in the building of additional hostel accommodation on campus. He made mention of some companies and philanthropies already doing something in that regard on campus. Earlier he talked about the fact that the number of students who are asked to withdraw from university due to poor academic performance or indiscipline are insignificant. Therefore they are not included in the speech given by the Vice Chancellor at every press briefing. We only, according to him, have significant updates and developments included in the speech, and not those that are insignificant, like the number of expelled students. He talked about programs lined up in the build up to the main event, which is going to happen on Saturday. Tomorrow is going to be the final of the Chancellor's Cup, the 5th edition, which grants opportunities to host communities to be a part of the university programs. So we would be going back to the studio, but not now. We are observing the national anthem.
Management will want to have a group photograph with the journalists. With this, no.
Where are you?
No, let them snap so that they will go there.
Please tell your dude to stand by. ready? Yes, we're ready. Yeah, first. No, first. Yes, where's the mic? Yes, go. We are just waiting for 1st February 2025 for the convocation ceremony. So we are fully ready. Thank you very much. I thought you said we're snapping. No, we are waiting. Now we're going down. Everyone sent a message.
Gentlemen of the press, this speaking of consent.
Just drop my